Hello everyone. I'm going to wait for a few people to join me. I haven't put out any videos yet and I want to tell you why. Is anyone gonna join me? Let's get this thing off my screen. Oh, someone's joined me. Hello, Shoshana. Hello. Apologies, I didn't put a video out yesterday, but I'm going to catch you all up. I was a bit tired, but there's another reason. And I want to get all your views. So happy Saturday, everyone. By the way, I washed my hair in that shampoo and only that shampoo yesterday. And my hair is so shiny. Look at it. Look at this. That's the shampoo that the Duchess uses. When I showed you the other day, I'd used another one to do the first rinse. But yesterday, I just used that one on its own. The one that doesn't lather. And it's so shiny. I love it. All right, so what happened was, right, the delivery guy, it drove me nuts. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. But basically, I didn't get any of my new items until Thursday night, so I couldn't do it then. Then yesterday, I did 2 videos. I did one of the new Laura Mercier foundation, which I am ready to put out, and I'll put out after this. But I also did a video using this palette. And I want your guys' opinion, because I did a look, and I love the look, and you'll have seen it on... Yes, I'm going to show you the foundation. You'll have seen it on Instagram, the look that I did with it. But I'm going to show you something, right? And I want your opinion. Jack, can you just keep the noise a little bit down, please, so that I can talk? Okay. Right. So I used a look using quite a few of the shadows. But amongst them... Here. Gaynor. Hello. You're up very early on Sunday morning, so happy Sunday to you. So I did a look, and I used quite a few shadows, but of the shadows, I used this one, and this one in my look. And someone pointed out to me, Elizabeth, hi Elizabeth if you're watching. Now Elizabeth used to have a makeup company, so she knows all about ingredients and stuff, and she said... She alerted me to the fact that there is a warning on the back of this. And it says, warning, Bahamas, Palm and Cannes, which are those 3 I've just showed you that I used in my look, are not intended for use around the immediate eye area. An eyeshadow palette, not intended for use around the immediate eye area. Now, this happened with Jeffree Stars as well, and he said, I've just got to put it there because of the law requires. But when you look into why the law requires, one of the reasons is staining. Well, it's not really stained my eyes, not as my eyes this morning. But the other reason is that some people... Hello, Ali Pallies. Some people... Jack, keep the noise down, please. Jack... I can't hear myself think. Thank you. So, sorry, it sounds like I'm being selfish, but he's been on that thing all morning. Well, for quite a while. Anyway, so it's one of it's staining, but there's also some eye doctors say that it's not good to have it near your eyes. And Elizabeth was saying that her eye doctor said it can cause visual problems and all sorts of other things, and that's why it's not FDA approved in the US, which left me thinking, well, you know, I don't want to be... On the one hand, you can decide for yourself whether or not you want to take the risk, right? You know, and it's at your own risk. But at the same time, I'm doing a makeup look using those 3 shadows right next to my eyes. I'm quite happy to take that risk because I've used them before, and I've used Jeffree Star. So my question is, having done this video, doing this look, I've got 2 options. well, I've got three options. I can either scrap it and start again and do a look that doesn't have those shadows in it, or do what I did last night and edit it so that I basically whiz through it so that anyone that wants to see how to do the look, it's speeded up, but you can see what I'm doing. Or I just do the video as it is and give you the warning at the beginning. So those are the three options. I either completely scrap that look and start again and do the whole video again. So that's number one, whole video again. Or two, I keep the video that I've prepared and fast forward through it. Or do the video as it is and just put the warning at the beginning. You think I should do the video as it is? Yeah? If anyone else wants to advise me what they think, I just don't want to get to the end and people say, oh, you know, those are the three that do the video as it is, and then it's up to you to decide. Okay. I think they really need to sort this out. You know, how on earth can they get away with selling an eyeshadow palette and then putting at the end, oh, by the way, 3 of the shadows are not intended for use around the immediate eye area. As Jack said in the video, and you'll see it, where are you supposed to put it? On your nose? Out of the mouth of babes, you know? Hello, Terry was that. Terry, hello. So I thought, you know what? I've got all these videos prepared, so they're going to go out. But today you can see all of my new products. And I'll do a get ready with me. I'm going to use Daniel Sandler's primer today to just even out some evenness. I can't speak. Because I did like the way that it filled out those lines last week. So I've been meaning to use it as a primer. And then I'm going to show you the Laura Mercier foundation. So I have done a first impression video, which will be going out this afternoon of this. But I thought if I do this live, you can also ask me some questions. So I did a wear test yesterday. Now, my first thing that I want to say to you all is I think in terms of ingredients and coverage, it reminds me a lot of Charlotte's Magic Foundation, because it's got vitamin C in a very stable form, a sorbitol glucoside. I looked it up this morning. And it's got mushroom extract, which Charlotte's has as well. Has someone used Sisley's foundation? Someone recommended that to me. And I was trying to find it because I wanted to get a new foundation. Is it good, Sisley? Let me know what your foundation recommendations are. Because I loved exploring foundations. And what I might do one day is go to a department store. Because if you go to somewhere like John Lewis or Selfridges and you go in, they'll give you a 10-day sample to try. So I could pick up a load. Well, that's what I was thinking. This is a way of actually picking up a load and trying them and doing a demo for you guys without actually forking out for all the foundations. Should
I knock them down?
Shall I do that? Shall I go to a department store one day? If I do, give me a list of foundations that you want me to try, and I'll go to a department store and go up to that counter and say, can I have my 10-day trial? Because in John Lewis, they give you a 10-day trial. So they send you away with a bottle, and then you can try it out, and then I'll do the videos. Sneaky, hey? That way I can try whatever I want, and I'm not having to fork out for 10 foundations. Yeah, so tell me under here or later on, either in the live chat or later on, which ones you want me to try, and I'll go and get the samples. Right, so this is a Laura Mercier foundation. Now, if you are, I've said a lot of this, so excuse me when I repeat myself in the first impressions. I still think it's worth putting it out so that people that don't want to watch the live can see it. But It comes in 30 shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then neutral, warm and cool. And if you're Estee Lauder 2N1, then have a look at 2N1 in Laura Mercier, because it will be very close. So in Estee Lauder, I'm 3W1.5. And in this one, I got 3W1. So they're pretty close. Now, I'm looking for my sponge. And I just had it a minute ago. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Now, I love this sponge. This is the sponge that they say to use with the foundation. The only thing I don't like about it is it's £17, which I think is very expensive for a sponge. But I like the way that if you look here, it fits around the contours of your face. And it doesn't suck up too much product. So, you know, like some sponges, a lot of product goes into the sponge and it doesn't stay on the sponge. I love the way it does that. So you can put it round like that and it will get into the contours. You can turn it round. You can put it in at any sort of angle. Really good for going over the eye area. If you want to put foundation on your eyelids. It's very good the way that it curves, and you can use this side as well. Does anyone use foundation? I think that website is the best. Oh, Foundation. I've used foundation before because somebody mentioned it. The only thing, I use Temptalia because it's got more foundations on it. Foundation doesn't have as many, I found, on it. Temptalia's got thousands and thousands of foundations. But it's a similar thing. So I'm not going to wet the sponge today because I found that this is medium to full coverage. It's a bit like Charlotte's Magic Foundation. It doesn't quite cover my pigmentation. So if I apply it with a dry sponge, excuse me a minute, then it will give me a little bit more coverage. And just to reassure you that this doesn't have latex in it. You never have to worry about latex in me because I am likely to have a latex allergy. 80% of people with spina bifida have a latex allergy. And I have got some indication that I might have some degree of it because I come up when people put plasters on me, you know, sticking plasters. So I'm always very careful to check that sponges don't have latex in them. So let me put this on for you. Now this is a little bit yellow for me. And what I'm going to do, you know, it's one of those, it's warm, but it's too warm for my complexion. So what I'm going to do afterwards is put my MAC powder over the top to just neutralise some of the yellowness. Good afternoon, Leslie. Someone else said hello a minute ago, I think. I don't like missing people. Go. Oh, Helena. Hello, Gaynor. Everyone benefits from that. Is that from going into the store? Exactly. And I'll get matched as well. Good morning, Robin. So this is Laura Mercier Lumiere Perfecting Foundation I'm showing you all. So you're getting a live showing of it. But later on, you will see my first impression video. But do excuse me that have watched me live. You're going to get a bit of a repeat of what I've said on my live. So you can turn it round that way to do your forehead. What do you think about the price? I just think this is a bit overpriced. I think if it had been £10 or even 12, but £17 for a sponge. That's my only criticism of it. I think it's a good sponge, but it made me wonder whether I could cut one out the same sort of shape. Just get a normal sponge and cut it out that shape. Because it's mainly the shape. I'm looking so pale at the moment. Look at my chest compared to my face. My chest has always been lighter than my face, but it's my anemia. I've got anemia at the moment, so I'm having to take iron. Oh, did you, Shoshana? And which one is that? So Shoshana got a sponge that was supposed to work as though it's wet, but it's not wet. I like having the option of using a dry sponge because it gives you more coverage. Now, this is the first foundation, and I say this in my video, that when you put it on, it sinks in and you feel like you've got nothing on your skin. And it's the only one that I've ever said that about. I think if you look back at my foundation Fridays, I've never said that about another foundation. But I went out and I kept thinking I've got no makeup on. And it was a little bit disconcerting because I felt like I got nothing on my face at all. Once it dries down, it just feels like your skin. Which, if you don't like heavy foundations, you're going to love. Right, and now what I do is I then go back and do another, because it is buildable. So that's the coverage. But as you can see, it's not really got rid of my pigmentation. But if I go in, I can do a second thing. And by the way, coming up, I said new products, not just the eyeshadow, but I've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow brush. Shoshana, I know you were waiting to see it. You're about to see it. Spoiler alert, I love it. So you can see it builds up a bit around the eye area. And the vitamin C in this is supposedly, and the mushroom extract is supposedly will help pigmentation over time. But obviously only if you wear it regularly. Problem is that I mix up my foundations and use different ones on different days. But if you wear this on a daily basis, then the idea is it's supposed to help pigmentation. Okay, right, I'm going to get my concealer. Let's use Huda. I use Huda because it's quite high coverage and it's going to get rid of that. While I'm doing that, so I'll get the, let me just get that for a second. Right. This is really good as well for putting concealer on. It is very dewy. It is. Yes. I'm going to cover it with powder, but then I'll spray it. Now, I wanted to show you this, because this is why I went on to Cult Beauty. I've got 20% off Cult Beauty next time, because I had such a to-do with the delivery guys. It's such a long story. I'll tell you in a while, because I'll just get put off what I'm... I don't think I've got energy to tell you about it today. I'll tell you on Wednesday. Right, this is the Lana Lips that I was wanting to get. It's limited edition, or special edition, I should say. And it's in rose gold. But it looks lovely on the lips. Obviously, Lana Lips is something you use to moisturise your lips. But this in itself is lovely as a lipstick. I'm just going to put some on to make my lips, because my lips are quite dry. But you could see that you could actually get away with wearing this on its own. And you can put this on your cheeks as well. Come on. Oh, that's it. It's quite thick because it's 97% pure lanolin. Isn't that pretty? So you can get this on Cult Beauty. So it's like the stuff I put under my eyes the other day. So it's Lana Lips 101. So you can use it like to moisturise skin, but this one's got pigment in it. This is £14. But there's a lot in it. It will last you a long time. And you can put this on your cheeks as well. Isn't that lovely? Let me show you my hand. Hang on. It will last you a long time because it's very thick, and it's 97% pure lanolin, and the 3% is the pigment. but it's red, but it's got a sort of gold fleck to it. But doesn't that look lovely on the lips? So it's a way of using Nana lips, but actually it looks almost like a lipstick. And I love it. That's going to be a staple in my handbag. So you know what? My lipstick's always coming off. And my lips are getting dry. So that definitely is staying in my handbag. Because if your lipstick's come off and you've got no lipstick in your handbag, it looks like lipstick. Look at that. It's so pretty. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll put a little bit on my cheeks. So you can put it on your cheeks. Put it anywhere. Pigment is pigment. Put it on your eyes if you want. And it will, for £14, it will last you a long time. Because you only need a tiny bit. Look at that. I love this. I really love it. Oh, I've gone off. Jack, are you able to come off your game for a while, please? Because my signal's gone off a bit. Oh, I'm back on. Okay, if it goes off again, Jack said he'll come off his game.
I didn't say it, but...
Well, you will, because you've been on it all morning, and I'm only doing my live for an hour.
An hour?
See, that on its own looks fine, doesn't it? I haven't done my powder yet. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right, so let me put on my concealer. I got waylaid by showing you that new product. I did think about getting a second one because Lana Lips do actually quite genuine. I know a lot of makeup products at the moment, like limited edition, to try and get people to buy them quickly. But Lana Lips do bring out special editions of different kind of colours or flavours or whatever. And that's quite genuine. But I thought, you know what, I'm not going to bother because that is going to last me 2 years. It's just being greedy. Yeah, it is. It's lovely. And I think, actually, Gaynor, I might be wrong. I have a feeling that the lady that invented Lana Lips is from Australia. Because you're in the Australia, aren't you? That's why I'm saying it. I have a feeling that she did. She was brought up on a farm in Australia and realised the benefits of lanolin. And all the Lana Lips product, there's a few that have got some perfume in it. But a lot of them are completely natural and don't have anything. Hello. Well, you made it, Julianne. Julianne, I think you wanted to know what this looked like. Laura Mercier, the illuminating foundation. What is it? Flawless Lumiere. I've just put it on. Hello, Linda. Oh, you're saying hello to Julianne, aren't you? Sorry. You know me. I get confused. Right, let me put on some powder. And I'm just going to use my MAC powder. I tell you, it doesn't take a lot to get me confused today. Jack, could you do Mummy a favour, please?
Yeah.
I took it in the kitchen last night. This is how daft I am. My setting brush. And it's inside... 1 second, I'll do it. Because by the time I explain to him...
Okay.
No, it's not that. By the time I explain to you where it is, I might as well have gone and got it myself. Just bear with me a minute, guys. All right? I'm just going to cover the screen. It's because I don't like to see myself walk. I'll be right back.
Or you can just put the camera on me.
I just don't like to see myself walking on camera. And I know exactly where it is. That's it. So I've covered it with a tissue. Let me get my big brush while I'm up. There we go.
But still, Eddie. Mom, I'm still saying. If you need
I'm here.
somewhere on your live stream, you could just face the camera at me.
So, I've done my concealer. And I'm just going to I'm putting some MAC powder foundation over the top. If you want to see it without powder foundation on the top, this foundation, check my first impression video coming up after this. It is a bit on the yellow side for me, this foundation, and this is going to kind of neutralize it a little bit. Okay, look at the difference. So just takes the yellowness off. And also, if you do set this with powder and you think, oh, it's made it look a bit too matte now, you just spray it and it'll bring out the it'll bring back the luminosity perfectly. Let me just take some of that powder foundation down onto my chest so it doesn't look quite so stark, the difference. So that's the foundation, and coming up, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. Everyone, exciting. And I want something else that's not here, but Jack can get me that in a second.
What?
Jack. Could you get me, see that box there? That white box there that's in the middle. No, over. That one in the middle there. Yeah, that one. Cheers. Thanks, darling. Here's Jack. Come to say good morning. And for those of you that have subscribed to his channel, thank you very much. Because I know that
17 subscribers.
he went from 10 to 17, so I'm assuming that some of you did subscribe after my video last week. I know it's probably not your thing, but he just likes to have a few more subscribers.
Or maybe most of the people from my class subscribe, since I do have 26 people in my class.
Right. Are you having your eyebrows tinted and threaded? Okay, well, here is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Now, I did watch Wayne Goss's video on it. I don't normally, if I'm going to do a review, because I don't like to repeat what they've said. But I wanted to see how he applied it. If you have got very thin eyebrows, this is the product of the year. You're going to love it. I like it. So, Ballroom Diva, I like it. It doesn't cover all my hyperpigmentation, but it does feel like a second skin. You just subscribed to Jack. Thank you, Terry. Jack, say thank you to Terry. She's just subscribed to your channel.
I have 18 subscribers. That means 2 away from 20.
Now,
Yay!
I use Ebony in Dip Brow Pomade. Now, but it does come across a bit stark. And I am thinking that I might get a lighter shade and use that one on the front here. And then use the darker shade at the back. And I actually asked Wayne, like, would you use 2 colours? And if so, show us how to do it. But I rarely get a reply. I don't get a reply from Wayne, but sometimes some of his other viewers reply. Anyway, this is it. And it's Ebony. You're going to see how easy this is. Now, it will look a bit severe, but don't worry. I'm going to show you how you can make it look less severe. But if you have got scant eyebrows and they're really thinning out, you are going to love this product. It blows the others out of the water. It really does. So I'm just going to start combing this through, and I'm giving it a very light touch. So if I press too hard, I've still got quite a few brow hairs left. If I press harder, it's going to really make them thick. But look at how easy that is. I can see you all reaching for your credit card now. And I honestly, I would say to you, sometimes I say, do what you think you should do, but I would say to you, go get this. And the only thing is about what shade you want to be. It is just, look at that, done. Now, if you can't get to the end and think, oh, that's too severe, I don't like it, just get a spoolie brush. If you want to make it look a bit more natural, and just comb through it. And it will just blur the lines so that it doesn't look as severe. And I think that with the MAC pen to draw a few lines at the end there, look at the difference. And how quick. Shoshana's gone off, I bet you. But I'm thinking of getting a lighter shade as well, mixing the two together. Alison, meaning noble. Shall I do the other one? I'll do close up here, because you can see here they're starting to thin out this side. Now this eyebrow is always a different shape, and it's always going to look odd, but it's to do with my eyebrow shape, not my application. Are you? Well, might be another option, but see what you think. So this is the shade Ebony. The other thing is that because it's quite thick, it actually shapes your brows really well as well. So once you tease them into place, they're not going to move. Now this is going to look, see what I mean? It always goes thicker. Don't worry. I'm going to sort that out. It was to do with the way I had them plucked when I was younger. They just pluck them very differently, the shape, and they've never grown back evenly. But look how that's just filled that out. But then, just go in with this brush, and I'll give this one a bit more of a blending out and shaping it round. Now look, I've got loads up there because of those little hairs that come up. That's fine. Get rid of that. Not a problem. Oh yeah, it fills in seconds. Absolutely fills in seconds. Get a tissue. Just look, Jack, you see those things? Sorry, darling. Are those little cotton buds there on the top? No, there. Look, little plastic. Yeah. Is that cotton buds? Yes. Can I have those, please? Thank you. Otherwise, I'm going to look like the Incredible Hulk. Look.
No, actually, you look like the villain from Lazy Town.
Oh, thanks.
No, it's because of the eyebrows.
So just get a cotton bud.
Wait a minute, Mum. Don't change it. Don't change it.
What?
I just need to do something.
No, you're not taking a picture of me.
No, I'm not taking a picture of you.
I've changed it already. I've got rid of it.
No.
And then I just take my concealer and put a little bit over the top there. It's just because that brow is always sort of bushy at that point. So it needs a little bit of adjustment. Oh, what? That's
Look at his eyebrows.
Yeah. Very good. I'm just taking this. Yeah, very good.
You look exactly like him with the eyebrows.
I hope I don't now that I've cleaned it up. What's he like? All right, Jack, calm down now, please. My eyes are starting to water. Hello, Mimi. So let me just catch up. So I have the Tom Ford Fibre ones. It's great, but gets crunchy. This doesn't feel crunchy. But then if you don't want crunchiness, just brush them through afterwards. If you look at Benefit, whenever they do brows, whatever they put in the brow, they always brush through. And they go in layers. Brush, layer, brush, layer, brush. so that it's never going to be crunchy. But I just love that. And I am going to get another shade, a lighter shade. I might get a kind of auburn shade. You've never heard him laugh that much? Oh, he's always laughing, my boy. He's always laughing.
I swear, I almost stopped breathing from laughing.
Yeah, it's like
One of my friends told me a joke, and then I was laughing so bad I stopped breathing.
Oh no, you shouldn't do that. Shoshana, it's a bit like, you know when you spray your hair with hairspray, if you brush through it, the hairspray does, you know, and it goes hard, you brush through it, you brush the spray out.
Oh,
It's a bit
Mum,
like
Mum.
that, but you leave a bit of the hold in it.
Oh, Mum, I know a job that you could do.
Yeah, what?
Be
Oh, Mimi's mum, happy birthday, Nadia. Say happy birthday to Nadia. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Nadia.
It was Mick's birthday yesterday.
And before
My
that,
partner,
and before
Jack's
that,
dad.
my brothers.
And the day before that, it was his brother. Mick had children
And the day
before from a
before that,
previous
it was
marriage.
boring.
Happy birthday, Nadia. Happy birthday to you. Right, okay, I'm not singing. I'm not doing a spontaneous singing. Yes. Yeah.
You should be the new actor of the villain in Lazy Town. Because of those eyebrows, you'll be the perfect cast with those eyebrows.
Thank you, Jack.
Instead of those cheap plastic ones they use.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, so this is the palette that you've all been waiting for. So, just to remind those of you that have just joined me, right, I'm going to put out this tutorial, but I have used in the tutorial colours that say on the back.
I really can.
What? Oh, you're answering something. Can Jack also sing so good? Yes, he can. Yes.
Mum has walked in
I'm
on
losing
me
the thread.
rapping
Yeah.
so many times.
Okay, so I'm just reminding you all that 3 of these shades in this palette say Bahamas, Palmer and Cannes are not intended for use around the immediate eye area, even though it's an eyeshadow palette. And that is because it is not FDA approved in the US. It's my understanding that it's okay in the UK, but the reason is there's some controversy. Some say it's about staining, but there are other eye doctors that say that it's not a good idea to put pure pigment near the eye. Now, I have made the decision that I do care, but it's not affected me, and I've taken that risk. But you have to use your own discretion. I just wish that these people made it a little bit clearer before you bought the palette. That you've got 3 shadows in here that effectively they say, oh, don't use it near the eye. So it's this one, and this one. And the tutorial that I did yesterday used those 3 shades. But I'm going to put something on today and I will avoid those shades.
Sorry, Mum, I'm just printing something.
That's all right. What are you printing? Is it something for the channel?
Yeah.
It's the ripple effect from cruelty. Yes, it is. In making pinks without the Beetlejuice. What's it called? What's that thing beginning with C? There's an ingredients beginning with C, which is crushed beetles. Cochineal, but it's called something else. Carmine, thank you. In making things without carmine, they've had to use pure pigment, and that's what's not as safe for the eye area. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use Sails, which is this white, it's a white matte, just to cover the entire eye. And the reason I'm doing that, this is quite good if you have got olive skin and you find that blues look green on you because of your yellow undertone, then if you put this on as a base, then it's going to help blues stay true. because it's giving you a white background.
Oh no, if it didn't print it out big. Just a sec.
So I'll just quickly whiz through an eyeshadow look. I still don't know what I'm going to do, by the way, on this eyeshadow look. I'm really just keeping it spontaneous. Crushed beetle is safe for the eye area, yeah, but it's not vegan. So in replacing the carmine, they have used pure pigment, which is not thought to be as safe. Anyone getting the Natasha Denona new palette? Ooh, what's that one? I haven't bought Natasha Denona yet, but I'm not going to at the moment. I really aren't now. I've bought a lot of new products, so are all neutrals.
There we go. It's gonna print
Right,
out
I am going to, now I need to avoid, you see, my eye, when I look at this palette, my eye immediately goes to the purples and the pinks. And they're the ones that have got the pure pigment in them. They are expensive, but apparently very good. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this pink. So I'm going to start off by putting Estate, which is this sort of very neutral peach, into the crease. Which is a bit silly because I've just neutralised it using white and now I'm putting my skin colour back, but never mind. Oh, Mimi, you're always asking me to do really. You want a rainbow. The thing is, if I do a rainbow, I'd love to, but then I'm going to use the pigments that they say don't use near the eye area. So I'll try and do something without, because I want to try and do something today without using those shades. You want to see the colours. Who wants me to do a look? And I don't mind applying these shadows near my eye area. Right? I do not have an issue with it. Who wants me? Is everybody here fine with me using the pure pigments? I'm fine with using them. Are you fine with me using them to show you a look? So it's this one, and this one. You want me to swatch them? Okay. Okay. Right. So this is one of the pure pigments. That's brown, the brown one. I'll go along the mattes, and then I'll go along the mattes, and then I'll go along the shimmers. So this is, I don't know, this is from last night when I swatched them. Look. I haven't taken them off properly. Right. And
there
then
we go. It's beautiful.
this is the purple. So I'm just doing the bottom line so far. What are you doing, Jack? Thank you, Jack. I knew he was printing something off. Oh, careful, darling. Have I got the modern Renaissance? I haven't. No. It's the one I don't have. Oh, hang on. So that's that one. Hang on. He's completely thrown me now. Go on, put up the picture again in case people didn't see this. Thanks, Jack. They all want me to do that look now.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Right, that's the orange. There's the yellow. I'm swatching it on my video, by the way. And there's pink. Right, and then I'll show you the shimmers.
Mum's brother.
What eyeshadow has he got on?
But in the eyebrows.
He's got purple.
I used to watch that so much.
That's actually very similar to what I did yesterday.
I used to watch that so much.
I know you did, darling. Right, so here we got the shimmers. So this is the first shimmer. That's called Mediterranean. Then this is called Inheritance.
Yes, I could.
You could do it with this palette.
Yeah, do it, Mom. That's your goal for the live stream today.
Okay. It would go with your headband. But then I'm going to end up doing something very similar to what I did yesterday, because I did put the purple in the crease area. I was going to do something more blue today, but I'll do it for you. So, and then the last one is the white.
Flexible. Mom,
Mm.
can you move out the way from it on the camera?
Oh.
Flexible, yay!
All right, enough now. Calm down a bit now, please. Otherwise, I'll never get this video finished. You like it, so that's it. But bear in mind, 3 shadows say not intended for use near the eyes. Right, so I've just put on that orange. Don't worry, I'm going to put the purple. This is just the transition shade. I know, be careful, you already have watery eyes. I was thinking that, Leslie. It's a very good point. I might actually avoid that today because of my watery eyes. And because you've already got a look with the purple yesterday. Thank you, Leslie. I think I will, to be honest. But don't worry, because coming up in a minute is later this afternoon. You'll see a look using the purple, all right? And it does look very like that. Right, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to avoid those pigments this morning. And I'm going to...
Going.
All right.
Yee.
Shall I just give up?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just see. Right, I'm going to use a bit of pink, which is the Monte Carlo, which is the one that's not pure pigment. Mimi, if you look at my tutorial coming up next, yesterday I did use the purple and I used, I'll tell you what I used, right? So yesterday I put this on my lid and I used this in the crease. And then over this, I put this shade up here and it looked beautiful. So honestly, you're going to see it. I just want to do something completely different and something that's going to avoid any eye irritation this morning. So I'm just putting this Monte Carlo in the crease of my eyes. This is not the pure pigment. What did I feed him today?
A sandwich.
We got up late, so he's had a sandwich, that's it. Because we got up really late. We slept in because we ended up staying up late. And I went to get into bed and he was in it with my partner. So I slept on the sofa last night. Because his bed, it's complicated, but it's very difficult to get into his bed. Doesn't matter, my sofa's quite comfy anyway.
Yeah, can I sleep on the sofa?
No, you can't. Aww. You're sleeping in your bed tonight. I'm fed up of us doing musical beds. And I'll put a bit of that underneath. For those of you that didn't join me at the beginning, I was asking whether or not you wanted me to put out that tutorial with the purple. And you all said yes, so don't worry, I will be putting it out. And I won't be whizzing through it. You can see how I used it.
In my mask.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some... Trying to think here.
Yeah, it basically makes your voice sound deeper. It's a voice changer.
I'm just looking here at the shadows and I'm trying to work out what to do. Well, let me see. I'm going to put coastline on here, on my lid, which is a kind of peachy orange. Oh, what is Coke bottle? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I have drank something.
Well, it's a weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
He does drink healthy drinks as well. His favourite one is show him the healthy one, healthier one. Still got a bit of sugar in it, but it's healthier. Lipton iced tea. He loves that.
Speaking of it.
He's just showing off now. Jack, calm down, please. Jack!
Yeah.
You're going to make yourself sick.
That's the thing. Then I won't have to go to school. Yay.
Yes, you will. I beg your pardon. Sorry about that, guys. So I've just put the orange. So this is going to look a little bit rainbowy.
You've been live for 51 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's because you keep distracting me. Daddy's going to be back in a minute, so I thought you had finished by now.
Keep the live stream on for 9
And then
minutes.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Mediterranean, which is this kind of purpley blue at the end, over the top. So it will give you a little bit of a rainbow effect.
Fortnite addiction, yay.
Yeah, well, I've brought him up to be like that.
What me up to be like what?
Confident. Like, I'll be out and about and I'll start singing in the middle of the street. And Jack used to say to me, Mum, don't do that. It's embarrassing. And I used to say, so what? So what if I do it? Look, what's going to happen? No one cares.
And I do it.
And I always have this saying, you're not that important. Like, when you realise that, you realise that there's no need to be self-conscious.
Actually, when you have more than 5...
Like, if I went out in the
When
street...
you have more than 500 subscribers, you're actually way important.
But if you go out in the street and you start singing, sure, somebody might walk along and think that's a bit weird, but it's not actually going... They're not... But they might have a momentary thought of, oh, I wonder why she's doing that. But actually, I'm not that important. So who cares? And when you realise that, you realise that there's no need to be shy. Exactly, he does. He loves me. He loves me, he loves me not. Just going to put a bit of that orange in the corner. I'm just playing this morning. I might put another shimmer on with my fingers in the middle. That one's completely covered it, hasn't it? It's so annoying because the one I did yesterday was great, and then I kind of I'm using 3 of the shimmers. What I might do is I'll put a little bit of purple in the crease because that's not getting as near to my eyes, just in the corner, just to bring it all together. have a look at the tutorial this afternoon, Mimi, because I think you'll like that one. Actually, this is starting to look a bit rainbowy. So I am putting a little bit of that pigment, but I'm not, as you can see, it's not going as near to my eyes. I'm just putting it in the crease. And building it up gradually. Yeah, I'm liking that. Thank you, Mimi.
What did she say?
Your looks are beautiful. Now, I'm not going to put the purple under my eyes because they are watery. Let me just build that side up a bit. And just in case it's not going to help. Oh, right. I'm seeing what, yeah. Everyone is more concerned with themselves. Exactly. And when you realise that, you realise it doesn't matter. I think because I had, my sister's very self-conscious and my niece. And I think because I was in a wheelchair as a child, I got used to people staring at me, some of them quite rude. And I realised that actually, what's the worst that can happen? Nothing, you know, and you are really not that important. And so I say it often to my sister, you're not that important. People are not going and thinking, that woman this morning, she was so weird, she was singing in the street. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of, because this looks beautiful under the eyes. I seem to have lost all my brushes, but I've got these. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Seychelles under my eyes, which is this one. I'm going to take that along the bottom because it looks lovely under the bottom.
Oh wait, I've got to change my YouTube channel name. I forgot about that.
Why are you changing your YouTube channel name?
Because my name has Phantom in it and I changed the name of my clan.
All right.
So I've just got to change it to Neon Jacodo.
That's my stomach rumbling, guys. Excuse me. And I'm going to put a bit of this one next to it, which is Palermo. Bit of pink as well. Just because I'm in a bit of a crazy rainbowy mood now.
Yay! I just changed my channel name.
And then I'm just going to use the white. Very good. What's it called now, Jack? Tell everyone, because I can't see the screen.
It's Neon with Neon Jacodo, and both of the ends in Neon are capitals.
Oh, wow, Mimi say.
Mm.
What do you think to my eye look? It's not quite your...
Were you actually trying to do that?
No, I wasn't, because I did that yesterday. What do you think to my eye look, Jack?
Good.
Just needs a bit of liner and a bit of
Looks like
mascara.
There's a skin called Sparkle Specialist in Fortnite, and the eye makeup kind of looks like that.
Now, before we run out of time, I'll do this mascara very quickly and liner. But I also have, because I bought 3 products. So I bought the brow product, I bought the eyeshadow palette, and I bought the loose highlighter, which I'll show you. But because I got those 3 products, I also got a little gift bag with 3 things. I've got a lipstick, a lip gloss. What?
You've been live streaming for an hour.
And a clear brow gel, which you will see in my tutorial.
Put some glitter in the center, as Mimi said.
Put some glitter in the centre. You want some glitter in the centre. I haven't got any glitter about with me, but you mean something a little bit brighter in the centre, yeah? Okay. All right, how about this?
Silver.
Yeah, it doesn't. There is a silvery one, but it's a bit dark.
Seaside. Yeah, seaside looks. What about Mediterranean?
That's the one I've already done.
Oh. Can't you get something from another palette?
I can, but I want to get on and do that. That's all right. Right. I've mixed the gold and the Mediterranean together to make it look a little bit more cool toned. And then I'm going to put some mascara on. And some liner. Where's my black liner? Oh, I'm not very organised today. Sorry, guys.
Prepare to be scared. Live stream. Prepare to be scared in 3, 2, 1.
I'm just going to get on doing this while Jack entertains you.
Hey.
I can't afford to laugh at the moment because I'm doing my upper waterline, so I'm not ignoring him. Yes, I would laugh, Jack, but I've got a pencil right next to my eyes, so... Right now, it just would not be a good idea.
No.
It is Chucky. It is Chucky.
Chucky.
Well spotted, Julianne.
Dressed up as if for 2 Halloweens.
Bit of mascara.
That's why I said prepare to be...
He's got a Chucky costume as well.
Yeah, I've got the whole costume.
Do you know what? He's got a box and he's got more costumes than Mr. Ben. Did anyone watch Mr. Ben when they were younger? It was my favourite children's programme where he used to go into the wardrobe and there was a door at the other side. He'd get dressed up and go into a different world with different adventures.
Oh, kind of like Rick and Morty.
It was my favourite. So was it your favourite, Julianne? Right, let me show you quickly this highlighter. Right, listen, I'm going to show them a product now, so calm down. Enough. Thank you for the entertainment.
Yeah.
He is super silly.
Is it like Mr. Bean?
Yeah, Mr. Ben and Paddington. A Bubba Papa, was it?
Bubba Bubba.
This is the highlighter,
Oh,
and it
Blue
is
Peter.
called So Hollywood.
Hollywood?
So Hollywood. And it's loose. So you get a little shaker. So this is a new Anastasia product.
Rhubarb and custard.
And I just put some there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Look at that comment though.
What was the comment? No, only Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean? Or Mr. Ben?
Mr. Ben Bean. Mr. Ben Ben Bean. Mr. Ben Bean Dean.
Nice, isn't it? Probably not brilliantly goes with this look, but because it's gold and this is more cool toned. But just wanted to show it you. Right, have I got... I've shown you everything, haven't I? I've shown you everything. So I've just got to put lipstick on and a bit of blush. And then we're done. Let's have a look. I quite like this lip that I've got on, which is the Lanolix, but I'm going to keep that on. So watery, nothing suited her, but Sisley actually made her sensitive eyes better. Yeah, you're a big Sisley fan, aren't you? And I haven't got anything of Sisley. I will try and make it my thing to get Sisley next. So let me think. Lipstick. I might pull out one of my MAC ones, I think. Let's pull out one of my MAC ones for a change. Come on, MAC. Where are you, MAC lipsticks? You're here somewhere. There you are. You see, the temptation to go for really loud lipstick, but at the same time, then it kind of overtakes the eyeshadow. So I'm just thinking, I'm thinking. Because actually, how about a shimmery pink blush? Shimmery pink blush. I think Velvet Teddy might go quite nicely over this. There you go. So that it doesn't take away too much from the eyeshadow. This is Velvet Teddy by MAC. First Love. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. MAC Cream Cup. I haven't got that one. Is that quite similar to this? I think it's always good to not kind of go, like I could go Velvet Underground, then everything's in your face. But I think, let me just go and get my blushes. And we'll have a look. Do you know what else I thought might go quite well with this for a change? And I haven't used it for a while. Let me just see if I can find it. I know where it is. It's just whether or not I can pull it out without knocking 3 million things over. 1 second. Suddenly thought, we've seen enough cheek to cheeks recently, so I thought for a change, Pretty Fresh. This is a cheek Pretty Youth filter. That's the thing, when you start to look like that, you think, oh no. And then when you put the mascara on, it sort of gradually comes together. So I'm just using Pretty Fresh, Pretty Youth filter, as I haven't used it for a while. And I'm going to blend it out with a big brush in a second. Yeah, well, I that's why I kind of can justify getting a lot of products, because I do get bored. And I think, do you know what? I've used Cheek to Cheek. Oh, I've worn Pillow Talk. I've worn First Love. What else can I use? Because I get bored really quickly. So that ensures that I rotate my products. I just wanted to blend that in a bit more. And where are you going later? Nowhere. But it goes with my dressing gown. No, we're staying in. And I'm quite happy to stay in.
I'm actually going to probably do a live stream.
So that is my look today, guys.
I'm going to probably do a live stream later. So
I do another little squirt.
So people watching...
Oh, go on. And you tell them.
I'm probably going to do a live stream later. So people watching, please, if you want to watch my live stream.
Okay.
On my channel.
What's your channel called now?
Neon Jacodo. Both of the ends in neon are capital.
I'll put a link below. Do you want your face sprayed? It's only water, but it's got a nice smell to it.
Okay.
Shut your eyes. You don't need to screw them up, but just shut. It smells nice. Tell them what it smells of. This is the cherry blossom one. You can't smell anything.
I can smell it, but I don't know what it's the smell of.
More mascara. More mascara. Okie dokie.
I'm going to keep on bringing it out.
It is very funny, Jack. All right, I shall put some more. I'll put a thicker one on. I'll put a thicker one on, like Lancome. Really, probably what this could do with is false lashes. But I'm not going to put those on at the moment because my eyes are watering too much. What are you like today? This is what comes of me saying get off his game. Better? What I always say is do not judge what you've done until you've got your mascara on. Because the mascara and the eyeliner always pull a look together. So that is the look. Come on, put your face next to mine. So... No, don't do the funny face. Just smile. What do you think? Do we look alike? Apart from the makeup. Jack, do the Fortnite dance. Is that the Fortnite dance?
There are so many Fortnite dances, but this is my favourite.
Now, is Fortnite isn't the floss, is it?
Well, Fortnite does have the floss.
Do the floss. I like the floss.
I'm failing so bad. But they do it like this. They put their arms up like this.
All right, so any more questions before I go? If not, have a lovely, she said you nailed it. Have a lovely Saturday. I hope you've enjoyed today. I know it's been a bit chaotic. And don't forget to watch Jack's live stream. He's got a separate channel. We've got it on the same account so I can keep an eye on him. And have a lovely weekend. And yeah, you be prepared. A couple of videos coming up. And as requested, I will put out the whole tutorial of yesterday's look using this palette. But please be careful about using those eyeshadows. I didn't find that they stained. But if you want to avoid staining, just make sure you put something like a really good primer on your eyes or a concealer before you apply them. But in terms of the risks to your eyes, that is a decision that I think each person has to make. I'm quite happy with it. I don't, you know, but you have to kind of decide whether or not you want to use those. I do think that they need to sort this out because this came up in Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar palette as well. That you can't bring out an eyeshadow palette and then put at the back, not intended for use near the eye area. That it's just silly. That they need to sort this out once and for all. Either not including them or including them but putting a bit of information so that people can read for themselves and decide whether or not. I shouldn't have to Google. Oh, that's your channel name, is it? I shouldn't have to Google what the risks are when I bought a palette. It should be there.
When you're about to end the video,
on the
I'll
back of
just
the palette.
put this up to the screen.
Okay. So, Neon Jakota. Yes.
No, not Dakota. It's an O at the end instead of an A.
Jakoto. Neon Jakoto. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely day. Neon Jakoto. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you for joining me, Ali Pallies, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.